GP40 diesel.
Good morning, everyone. We'll begin by 11:05. Kindly wait.
Good morning, everyone. Albert Einstein once said, there are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle, the other is as though everything is a miracle. It's up to us how we live our life, whether we live it to the fullest or just feel sad for what we don't have. The entire journey of this peaceful weekend series was very beautiful. We got to know each other, shared our stories, relieved our stress, and tried to attain sukoon in our lives. I would like to request everyone to please switch on their cameras. Everyone, please switch on their cameras. All right. To instill positivity and boost everyone's mood, we have a beautiful music performance by Isha. Her soulful voice has always made our previous workshops lively and worth remembering. So once again, let's welcome her with a big smile on our face. Isha, you can proceed now.
Hello everyone, this is me Isha. Welcome to this beautiful morning, and the songs that today I have for all you beautiful people out there are very special. Special isliye because both these songs carry a very beautiful message that I would like to share with all of you. So the first song I have for you is Apna Har Din Aise Jiyo Jaise Ki Aakhiri Ho. So it teaches us to live every day of our life like it's our last day. Reason being, it helps us to enjoy that particular day with double energy, and it helps us value and realize the importance that every single day comes with. So here it goes. ये जिंदगी रफ्तार से चल गई जाते हुए राहों में हमसे अभी कह के गई हमारा ये वक्त हमारा जो एक बार गया तो आए ना दोबारा समझ लो जरा ये हवाओं का इशारा मेरे यारो अपना हर दिन ऐसे जियो जैसे कि आखिरी हो जियो तो इस पल ऐसे जियो जैसे कि आखिरी हो अपना हर दिन ऐसे जियो जैसे कि आखिरी हो जियो तो इस पल ऐसे जियो जैसे कि आखिरी हो जियो तो इस पल ऐसे जियो जैसे कि आखिरी हो Okay, so the next song that I have for you is also very special. It is called कैसी पहेली जिंदगानी. Actually, हम सबको लगता है हमारी life मतलब it is like a riddle. कभी कुछ होता है, कभी कुछ. Ups and downs are intrinsic to human life. So sometimes it makes us cry, sometimes it makes us dance, sometimes we are happy, sometimes we are sad. So this is the song all about. But it also tells us to take every step slowly, because on this journey in our life, we have a lot of problems. There are a lot of intoxications, but the one who deals with it with a strong heart is the one who deals with it. So once you face all the challenges, you become more strong song, you learn a lot of lessons in life. So this is what it says. नहीं 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 ये बातें है पुरानी जू 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 कैसी पहेली है ये कैसी पहेली जिंदगानी थामा हाँ रोका इसको किसने हाँ ये तो बहता पानी जू 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 कैसी पहेली है ये कैसी पहेली जिंदगानी ला 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 जू 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 Zoo, 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 zoo. पीले इसे इसमें नशा जिसने पिया वो गम में भी हंसा पल में आए और पल में हंसाए कहानी जू 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 कैसी पहेली है ये कैसी पहेली जिंदगानी Thank you so much.
It was very amazing. Thank you so much, Isha, for your wonderful performance.
Thank you.
Now, I would like to invite our special guest for the ceremony, Mrs. Janki Rawani. She is the founder of House of Happiness, a TEDx speaker, an award-winning international happiness coach, and a healer. Without her, I don't think we would have had such amazing 2 months. Her tools on inner peace, overcoming fears and expectations, handling relationships, and practicing detachment have helped all the participants a lot. Thank you so much, Janki ma'am, for all your time and sharing such wonderful things with us. Now, I would like to invite Janki ma'am to share the tool on how to love yourself.
Thank you, Soumya. Isha, you were absolutely outstanding. Thank you so much for starting the session on such a great note. And thank you again to Team Sukoon and Road Track Club for organizing this because, as I said, this is literally one of the things I look forward to and my most favorite group to interact with. So can we all give a big, big, big round of applause just on your cameras to everybody who's put this together, put this beautiful show together. Awesome. And how about also thanking yourselves? Now for this, I need your cameras on because I have to check whether you're doing it right. Okay. Can everybody switch on their cameras quickly? Malika, Mannat, Astha, Deepak, Ronak, Rahil, Aditi, come on, all you guys. I want cameras on. Quickly, quickly. Otherwise, we won't know if we're doing it right. Okay. Are all the cameras on, guys? Soumya, do you have a laptop? Can you check?
Ma'am, only a few cameras are on, sadly.
Guys, come on. What are you shying away from? Okay. So if you don't get this right, don't blame me because I can't check. Okay. So for all those who have their cameras on, let's do this. Come on, put your hand up. Can you see my hand? Yeah. Turn it at the back. And now pat yourself. And say thank you for being here on a Sunday morning when you could nicely be stuck and cozy and snuggled in your blanket at home. But no, you're here. You're here to listen on how to love yourself and you're here to make a difference to your life and other people's lives. So congratulations and thank you for that. Okay, so quickly type in the chat box, what is self-love? What does it mean to you? Or how do you practice it? Or why is it important? Quickly type in the chat box. Everybody says you can only love another as much as you love yourself. You can only meet somebody as deeply as you met yourself. Love is about accepting your flaws, respecting yourself. What else? Forgiving yourself, giving yourself a treat. Amazing, amazing. Yes, yes. So these are all different elements of self-love. And today, you all know the importance of self-love. Yes? Show me a thumbs up, everybody. If you don't love yourself, what happens? Quickly in the chat box. What happens when you don't love yourself? You feel sad. Yes. You are weak. Absolutely. Regret, guilt, depressed, demotivated. Yes, yes, yes. You're cranky. You're irritable. You think the world is not a nice place to live. You're judging yourself. You're judging everybody. And everything is just a little too. Can everybody else go on mute, please? Guys. Can the host put everybody else on mute? Okay, cool. So now we all know why self-love is important. We all know how we are when we are not loving ourselves. Okay, so today I'm going to give you 5 very simple things to follow if you really want to start loving yourself. Now, this is one of the things that I learned in something that was called the elements of intimacy. Okay, in one of the access classes that I attended, elements of intimacy. And these are the 5 things you should have if you want any relationship to succeed. But I realized that the first relationship that you have is with yourself, right? If you can't love yourself, you can't love another. So I decided to apply these things that I learned on how to make a relationship with another person succeed. I decided to try it with myself. And it has done wonders for me. Okay. So I hope you have a pen and paper because I don't want you to forget these things. They're very simple, but just make a note of them. The first thing is honor, respect. Okay. When you are honoring and respecting yourself, it means that that's one of the pillars. Let's just call them pillars. Okay. To love yourself. Now, what do I mean by honor? It is as simple as, you know how if you're interacting with somebody, you would want to honor them. And sometimes you feel, okay, this is dishonoring. This is disrespect. I'll give you a simple example. One of the days I was really tired after a long day of work. And there was a social gathering that we had to go to. And I was so tired that I was like, God, I don't want to go. And then, a voice inside, but no, you've committed. Can you please just live up to the commitment? You can't just cancel like this. And then I asked myself, if my loved one was so tired, okay, the way I'm feeling right now, and this party was not so important, would I force them to go, or would I tell them, hey, it's okay if you're not up for it, we'll go, you take care and rest? And I realized that if it was for somebody else, somebody I loved, it would be honoring of them to just take rest and sleep it out instead of trying to go just to keep up a face. Right? So anytime that you're doing something and you're confused or conflicted or feeling heavy, just ask, am I honoring me right now? And if this was about a loved one, sometimes it's easier for us to make a decision if it's the one person you love. It could be your younger brother, your mom, your best friend, your pet. Sometimes when we just make it and ask the question, project it to them, we find it easier to make a decision and then apply it to us. Okay. So the next time you have to do something which you're confused about, ask, am I being honoring of me? Am I respecting me? And if this was my best friend, what advice would I give them in this situation? Sometimes you see that, your best friend is stuck with a partner who's, always telling them, you're wearing the wrong clothes, you're doing the wrong thing, don't do this, don't do that. And you would be like, listen, this guy is not right for you, or this girl is not right for you. Can you just leave? But if it was yourself, you would just find a way to put up, make them happy, try to make things work out, keep giving without realizing you're not getting anything in return. but to take the decision for yourself is sometimes difficult. So instead, ask, if this was my best friend in these shoes right now, what would I advise them to do? Is it honoring of you? Is it respecting of you? And then whatever you get, yes or no, you can do that. So far, so good. Any questions? You know, this also especially applies when you have to say no to somebody and you'll end up saying yes just because you want to make them happy. You don't want to break their heart, blah, blah, blah. At that time, ask, if saying no means I'm not honoring my true self and what I would really like to do here, am I willing to stand up for myself and share how I feel about it? Now, when you have to share how you feel, do it from a place of compassion, not trying to prove yourself right for not agreeing with them. It just makes life easier. Okay? And these things, guys, you have to try them. You have to keep trying them, because only when you will try them will you understand, okay, Janki ma'am said when you want to say no, but right now I don't feel like saying no. It's so difficult to say no. Yes, all these things will come up, but you have to still say, okay, I'm still going to try it. I'm still, universe, if I was really honoring myself right now, what would that look like? Can you please show me? Okay, sometimes it's a situation where you really don't know how to do it. Ask this question, universe, if I was truly honoring myself or truly loving myself right now, how would I be? Okay, you'll try it. Cool. Okay, the second way to love, show yourself love, is trust. Okay, now the normal trust is, yeah, I trust you, you've got my back. I trust you, you won't let me down. I trust you, you'll keep my secrets. Yeah, I trust you. That is also there, but that's only one part. The other part of trust, which I absolutely love, is I trust you to be lazy. I trust you to procrastinate. I trust you to oversleep or be late for work or be late for class. I trust you to keep your room a mess. What if you could just show yourself that I know you, I know how you are. This is who you are and it's fine. If you could just, like, for example, I live with 3 boys, right? My 2 sons and my husband. I trust them to leave the bathroom a mess. I trust my little 2 boys to forget to flush. Now, when I've acknowledged that this is who they are, I trust them to be this silly boys. When they do it, it doesn't piss me off because I know this is who they are right now. Yes, hopefully at some point in the future they will change. But that's when they want to change, not when I want them to change. Okay? So when you say, I trust you, so each one of you, think of that one flaw that you have, you think you have, and write it in the chat box. I trust me to dash. Let's just get it out in the open and be over with. I trust myself to overeat. I trust myself to not exercise. I trust myself to be a messy person. I trust myself to overthink. I trust myself to be really emotional. I trust myself to whatever. Just everybody type that one thing that you feel, this is really not good in me and I don't want anybody to know. I trust myself to be a victim. Very good. Thank you for sharing that, Arshita. I trust me with being kind and over emotional, to be dramatic, to oversleep. Lovely. To cry easily, to not worry about others. I love that. You shouldn't worry about anybody. Everybody worries about themselves enough. I trust myself to be really emotional. Now y'all are writing all nice things. Like I want some like, I trust myself to forget to flush type of things. What is that one thing that you do which is ridiculous and you hate it about you? I trust myself to be negative many times. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for sharing. So when you, that I can't think of anything for this statement. I trust myself to be bossy, to wake up late, get irritated, be rude sometimes. Yes. Now, see, when you say, I trust me to be like this, and then when you do it, you are able to get over it faster than when you don't accept yourself for it. When you say, I trust me, I'm like this only, not to tie my hair for days. So, when you are saying, I trust you to do this, you know this is who you are. It's not because you're trying to be good or trying to be bad or trying to make life difficult for other people. It's just who you are. And the faster you can say, yeah, I trust her to do like this. Oof. The faster you say it that way, and the faster you can come to a point where you can see it, that this is who you are, the faster you can move out of it instead of making it wrong, getting stuck, blaming yourself, beating yourself up, and getting into all that trauma drama. Just say, yeah, I trust me. This is who I am. Okay. And then ask what else is possible, or what else can I do here that would help me in this situation. Okay. It gets you to a place where you accept it faster and you can move out of it faster. Cool. So quickly, everybody type in the chat box, what are the two things, the first two pillars that we've learned so far? Honor and trust. Yes, thank you so much. Honor and trust. Now, the third thing is allowance. Okay, allowance. What does allowance mean? It's where you just allow yourself to be. Now, once you come to a place of trust where you say, I trust myself to be cranky, wake up late, be bossy, be rude, be very emotional, be blah, blah, blah. The next thing you need after you acknowledge what you truly are is that you allow yourself to be, whatever that is. Okay? Now, also these things apply to other people when you're in a relationship, whether it's your mom, your brother, your boyfriend, girlfriend, dog, father, teacher, whoever. But first to yourself. So when you recognize, yeah, but this is who they are, and you say, okay, I'm going to allow them to be how they are without judging them for them being wrong and then trying to change them the way I think they should be. Okay? Now, a lot of children, see, children don't have a judgment of themselves. Children just do whatever they want, whenever they want it. They jump, they sing, they dance, they eat, they don't eat, they don't flush. They live life the way they want without thinking, and they're very happy. But somewhere in between, us parents, we come into the scene and we say, no, this is not good. This is not bad. If somebody comes in, you better do, namaste, peripona. You better show respect. You better talk to them, stand there and answer their questions. You can't just walk away. We teach them that they are wrong. So like my older one, right? He's not shy, but he doesn't generally like people. And it's okay. I tell him it's okay for you to not like people. It's okay for you to not want to talk to everybody that comes and wants to strike a conversation with you. I don't even judge it as introvert and extrovert and shy and not shy. Okay? Now, I'm not making him wrong, but I know I had been made wrong a lot of times for saying, no, you can't do it like this. You have to do it like this. This is how you have. You can't hate people. You have to like everybody. You have to give everybody love and respect. You have to. Now, when you start teaching somebody that, okay, you're wrong in doing this, you're wrong in doing that. No, you have to get up early in the morning. If you don't get up early in the morning, you're lazy. If you're lazy, you'll never be successful in life. If you've never been, that whole connection, it just goes on, and it's a never ending equation that is, it's like you're doomed. Okay? So you and I have been trained to judge ourselves and make ourselves wrong. Instead of just allowing ourselves to be and saying, okay, this is who I am. It's like a rose. A rose will not say, oh, I'm not big and yellow like the sunflower. And the mango tree will say, oh, I'm not tall and thin like the coconut tree. That would have been so much better. We would have never had these sweet mangoes in our life, right? So each person is a gift in itself. And if you allow them to be themselves, they can then bloom and become the best gift that they can be to the world. That's all of us, right? It's like if I told Isha, I'm sorry, Isha, you are a great singer, but I'm sorry, you need to learn how to play cricket. Like, you just have to. That's what I love. So you have to learn it. And Isha goes like, but I'm a singer. I don't want to play cricket. I'm like, no, sorry. All successful people have to know how to play cricket. So you better learn. It's that stupid. Okay? So everywhere that you've been judging yourself and not allowing you to be you, again, the word is allowance, not acceptance. I'm not using the word acceptance because somewhere, acceptance comes with a small negative connotation. So I know you're flawed, but I accept you. But you're flawed is a judgment. So if there was no judgment, I'm just allowing you to be who you are. The rose is a rose, the mango tree is a mango tree, Isha is Isha, Soumya, Soumya, Aditi is Aditi, and I'm just me. There's no judgment. There's no, oh, you are better than that one. Oh, you can sing, this one can't sing. Oh, this one can do digital marketing really well. Oh, that one is great at organizing parties. You're just who you are, and allow yourself to be that. Allow yourself even to be lazy. Allow yourself to be cranky. Allow yourself to be bossy. Allow yourself to be whatever you are. And just remember, if at all at some point you feel, but in this situation, I think I would like to do it differently from what I'm normally, ask, what do I need to be here right now? Like my son, he didn't learn cycling. Every birthday I would tell him, let's buy a new cycle. And he said, no. I said, but cycling is so much fun. He said, no. I said, okay. 5 years we had this conversation. This year for his 9th birthday, he agreed somehow. We bought him a cycle and he's 9 years old. Within 5 minutes, he learned cycling. And now every day he'll cycle for 1 hour. He's so happy being by himself. Had I forced him to learn cycling 5 years back because I felt cycling is so much fun, I don't know how it would have been. I didn't do it, so I can't say. But the minute he wanted to learn it, he decided, okay, I've not liked cycling for 5 years, but suddenly now I want to cycle. Within 5 minutes, he did it. Okay, so I'm saying when you want to change something, even if you've been something for years, when you want to change it, when it comes from within, you will be able to change it like this. Whether you're lazy, cranky, emotional, overthinker, sad, depressed, dramatic, whatever, when you have a good enough reason to change it, you will change it in a second. Okay? So don't think that I'm right or wrong in being any of those things. That's just who you are. That's fun for you to be it right now, be it. If you realize tomorrow something else is going to be fun, do that. Okay? So honor, trust, allowance. So allowance is a place where you just allow yourself to be whoever, everything, anything, whatever, and nothing. Cool? So far, so good? Okay. The fourth thing is vulnerable. Vulnerability. Okay? It's where you're willing to show up as you are. Thin, fat, short, tall, perfect, not perfect, pimples, bad hair days, without trying to cover up from a space of, if I go like this, I'm not good enough. I have to look a little better to, go. Now, how many of you all have seen this thing on Netflix, Mismatched? Yeah? Anyone? Just type in the chat box if you have, say yes or no. Yes. Okay. Some people have seen it. Anyone who has not seen it, I would recommend go and watch it. It's just a very short series which broke my heart because it was just 6 or 7 episodes. Damn it. But, damn, I forget her name. The girl with purple hair, what's her name? You know the character I'm talking about. Selena. Yes. Selena. So Selena is not willing to be vulnerable because she's not allowing her truth to come out. And in not allowing her truth to come out, she's creating a lot of fears and walls and barriers. Oh shit, if somebody comes to know, I'll be dead. But what if right on day one, you go and say, okay, this is who I am, and not try to hide it, not try to portray I'm somebody else, because then you're always living in fear of getting caught, right? So initially, I remember when I'm not much of a reader, okay? I hate reading. So, I mean, I love reading fiction. So I love like Harry Potter's and all of that. But if somebody tells me, like, because I'm in the line of whatever I do, people will say, oh, have you read this book? Have you read that book? And initially I'd go like, yeah, I've heard about it. I've read about it. I had no clue ever, okay? But I didn't want to tell them that I'm not a reader. So I would say, yeah. And then they would start talking something, and I'd be like, shit, I don't know what. And my heart would be going like boom, boom, boom. Like, what if they ask me? What if they ask me something about the book? Like, oh shit, what's going to happen? Now I realize, like, okay, I don't have to be a Miss Know-it-all who's read every book on self-help or, happiness. So now when they ask me, have you read this? I'm like, no, I'm not much of a reader. But if there's something interesting in that book, why don't you tell me? You see how the conversation changes? Acknowledging that, yeah, I'm not perfect, or I've not done this. No, I don't know how to do this. So my life funda is jump in the deep end, then learn to swim. Okay? Because I trust myself enough ki somehow I'll manage to swim. I'll not sink. That I'm sure. Kuch na kuch jugaad karke, I will figure it out. So on the face of it, I will never admit to anybody ki nahi mujhe ye nahi aata, ya main nahi kar sakti. Okay? But allowing yourself to be vulnerable enough to say, hey, no, I don't know this. Can you teach me? Or no, I don't like. I remember if somebody would say, you like, have you heard this, some English band player or something? Okay. And I only listen to Bollywood music primarily. So I would be like wanting to say, no, I haven't heard them and I don't care. But I'll be like, I've heard it. They're very nice. Because I was not willing to tell somebody that I don't listen to English music. They'd be like really what? Because I went to a very convent school where, everybody was really like up there. So I used to not be willing to admit my vulnerabilities. And in that, I was always living in fear of getting exposed. So when you allow yourself to be vulnerable and say, yeah, I'm sorry, yeah, I don't. But not from a place of the rebel attitude, like, I don't, but like, yeah, I don't. Okay? There's a very different space to function from, especially with emotions. Especially with emotions. When a girl and a guy are in a relationship and the guy gets mad at the girl for talking to another guy, I'm just giving an example. When that happens, he's projecting it as, how could you talk to somebody else? Why are you talking to somebody else? But if he was being truly vulnerable, he would say, hey, when you talk to somebody else, I get really insecure and I fear losing you. Do you see how differently those conversations go? When your best friend is, doing something and you feel like y'all are shouting or fighting in a relationship, just try and say that the top reaction will be very, very, hard. But just go beyond that and say, what am I truly feeling that is making me respond this way? That is vulnerability. That space down there below that hardened reaction. I don't give up. I don't care. Below that is, shit, I care too much and I'm getting hurt. And I don't want to tell them I'm getting so hurt. That is vulnerability. So when you allow yourself to be vulnerable and show how you're truly feeling, show who you truly are, that is self-love. So far, so good? Okay. And the last thing, we've done 4, right? What are the 4 we've done? Type it in the chat box. Honor, trust, allowance, vulnerability. Okay? The last one. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ritesh Gupta. Okay. The last one is gratitude. Gratitude for who you are. Gratitude for being alive. Gratitude for just being you. Even if you did nothing in this world, you are a contribution to this world simply because you breathe. The plants need oxygen to carbon dioxide to survive. When you breathe out, you're just giving that carbon dioxide. Muft mein. So you are a contribution. Let's establish that. Okay? If you ever doubt it, just tell yourself, the fact that I breathe is a contribution to this world, so I'm grateful for me. Now, grateful, when we say gratitude in a relationship, when we have gratitude, usually we say, oh, they're so nice. They do this for me, they do that for me, so I'm so grateful. But that is conditional. So if they stop doing it for you, you would not be grateful. You can love yourself a lot when you're doing all good things. When you're successful, when you perform really well in school or college or in whatever college fest, when you're getting good marks, when life is going well for you, you feel, wow, I'm so awesome. I'm so grateful for me. But especially on the days that you're having a bad day, everything around you is falling apart. Even on those days, it's really important to show gratitude for who you are. Simply because, full stop, because. Not because of dash, dash, dash. No, because. I'm grateful for who I am. I'm grateful I'm alive. I'm grateful I could survive today. I'm just grateful. Okay? When you get up and you say, like, hey, I wake up and I'll be like, I woke up today. I'm so grateful. Thank you. I'm so grateful for my body. I'm so grateful that all my limbs function. I'm so grateful I can talk, I can see, all my senses are functioning. I'm just so grateful. But when you start saying, I'm grateful because I gave a really good talk today. I'm so grateful because my children scored well in school today. I'm so grateful because I got an award. I'm so grateful because, no, that's all good. Be grateful for that also. But at the core, just be grateful. Do you know how much peace you feel when when you go amidst nature? Like big mountains, the ocean, a beautiful sunset. You feel so much gratitude and peace within. Do you know why you feel so much peace and gratitude within? Because in that one moment, you have complete acceptance for whatever you're seeing without the need to try and change anything to make it more perfect. You're just looking at it and you're like, wow. You're not trying to say, no, tree, little this side. You're spoiling the picture. You rock. This big mountain, just wait. Yeah, like seeing tasty food. You just have that moment of awe. Everything is perfect. Wow. That is complete gratitude. And that complete gratitude brings complete peace. Sukoon. Where you're not even trying to change one thing in you. See, वैसे भी it's hard to change perfection, right? Dil chahta mein, as he says. Dil chahta hai. It's hard to change perfection. You guys are already perfect. Don't even try. Okay? So look at yourselves and go like, oh my God, wow, I am so perfect. You're perfectly flawed also. And even that is perfect. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay. So now I want to take 2-3 minutes more to do this one small exercise with you all. Okay? So write down for these 5 things that you've learned today on how to love yourself. Write down quickly what is that one way that you are going to honor yourself. Would somebody like to share? having the food I like. Yes, sure. By the way, also I want to, because this food is coming up a lot, I want to share this little thing. Be in allowance of the way you feel also without trying to fix it. Okay, sometimes when we are feeling bad, sometimes when we are feeling low, hurt, upset, we immediately try to indulge in a distraction. We want to eat some food, we want to watch something, we want to shop a little, we want to call a friend, or watch a movie to take our minds off. When you are doing that, you are not honoring yourself. It's like my 8-year-old was really upset because one of his friends was going to come for a stay over, and he had been looking forward to it for 15 days, marking on calendars every day, saying, "Arey, 4 days to go, 3 days to go, 1 day to go." And the night before that kid was supposed to come home, his mom called and said, "I'm sorry, there's a case of coronavirus in our building, so I don't think it's safe for me to send my son to your building because we don't want to take the risk of infecting. If at all we are infected, we don't know." So my son was really upset, and he started crying, because he had been really looking forward to it. So I sat there, I said, "Yeah, I know you're feeling bad, I know been looking forward to it." So he was just expressing. I heard him out. I said, "If there's anything I can do to make you feel better, you let me know, but take your time, be here. When you're okay, come outside." He said, "Fine." I just went and told my husband, I said, "Oh God, Arush is so upset. His friend was going to come. He's looking forward to it and he's crying inside. God." Okay. My husband got up. "My son is crying. No, 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 wait, this is not allowed." He went in, he said, "What do you want? You want to do shopping? You want to order a pizza? You want to go for a drive? What do you want to do? You tell me, you're not allowed to be sad." And I was like, wait, let him process his feelings. If he's feeling sad, honor that sadness, let him feel sad, let him get over it at his own time and come out. But my husband was like, "No, I'm sorry. How can my son feel sad? He's not allowed." And I realized that's how we actually teach children never to be with what they are feeling. Always try to fix it with food, shopping, something else. And that's how we screw them. That's how we make them emotionally not resilient. We've never allowed our children to feel bad. Also, every time a child falls down, parents will say, "Arey, idhar laga," oof, bad ground, bad table, bad chair. We are like, uska fault hai, table, chair and ground ka fault hai. Ye nahi ki tumne dekha nahi aur, like an idiot with potatoes for eyes, you just dumped, ran into that thing. It's not your fault, it's their fault. What are we teaching children? To blame something else. So self-love is also just allowing yourself to be, and sometimes taking the blame and saying, "Okay, that was really stupid of me to date this person who is so wrong for me. I trust me to take such stupid decisions, but do it with love." Does that make sense? Floor theek hai na? Yes. Okay. So how will you honor yourself? At least the next time you're feeling some emotion, just allow yourself to sit with it a little while. Apart from everything else that you're doing to honor yourself, honor your emotions also. Cool? Don't just try to fix them. Okay, no, I'm feeling sad. No, I can't feel sad. No, what can we do to fix this? No, allow yourself to feel what you're feeling. And then allow it to naturally also pass. Cool? Now write down, what do you trust yourself to do? Embracing emotions is nice, but what if you get stuck and can't let it go? So, when you're feeling emotions, some people feel it longer, some people feel it short, some people bounce out faster, some people like to dwell in it. Don't make it wrong. Okay, don't make it wrong. Each person takes his own or her own time, and that's fine. But ask, when you are ready to change it, ask, is this fun for me? And if yes, I'm going to continue, it's fine. I'm going to there are days when I like to remember an ex and just feel sad for no reason. It's fun to feel sad for no reason and listen to these sad songs and stuff. I allow myself to indulge. And then I'm like, okay, this is not fun anymore. What else would be fun right now? And then just go do that. Don't make it very significant. Like, I have to fight this. I have to come over it. It's like, you know how a child is playing with a toy? It could be his favorite toy. Like he's playing. Suddenly he sees another. Oh, cool. I'd like to do that. So he dumps this and starts playing with that. That's how significant you should make this. But if you say, oh, this is the toy, I don't know how to leave it. Oh my God, I need to detach from this. Oh my God, like, no, I'm indulging in this. Acknowledge it's fun for you at some point. Acknowledge you're honoring your feelings by indulging in it for some time. And then when you're like, but I would really like to change this. I don't want to indulge in this anymore. Okay, cool. What else can I be doing? That. The minute you recognize that, you've dropped this. You'll have to try it. Right now, when I'm saying it, it may or may not make sense, but you try it and you tell me if it doesn't work. Because when you truly want to do something else, you will just go do it. You'll not say, but I really want to be happy, but I really want to be happy, but I really want to be happy. Oh, okay, I can be happy. Boom. But there are those people who really want to be happy, who want to be successful, who want to be rich. It's like, I'm trying to stand up. I'm trying to be happy. I'm trying to let go. No. You can keep trying. But when you're saying trying, you don't really want to do it. When you want to do it, you've already done it. It's over. Okay? I trust myself to not be in guilt for making myself happy first. It's tough, but I will try. If you can't make yourself happy, you can't make anybody else happy. At least it won't be sustainable. Okay? Cool. Next, what are you going to be in allowance? Like, how will you be in allowance of yourself? The next time you try to judge you, okay, like, this is not good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not looking good enough. I'm looking fat. I'm looking thin. Just say the line, this is an interesting point of view. That's how you practice allowance. The simplest way to practice allowance is when you judge yourself, say, this is interesting. I'm judging myself. It's interesting. I'm feeling I'm fat. It's interesting that I feel I'm not good enough. Everything you think and believe about yourself is also just an interesting point of view. It's neither right, neither wrong, neither good, neither bad. And if you can just recognize that what you feel about yourself is not the whole truth. It's just your point of view in that moment. It's easier to let go of it. So I usually do this, okay? When I judge myself, I'm like, oh, did I just judge myself? Okay. By the way, I still judge myself a lot. It's just that I recognize it faster, then I can change it. So I go like, okay, I'm judging myself right now. Is this fun? No. Okay, what would be fun? What would I rather like to judge me as? And what can I do to change it if I really don't like it? Cool? Allowance. Vulnerability. Okay, so the next time you're trying to put up a wall, a barrier, and protect yourself and be safe, just push those barriers down and say, okay, if I was being truly vulnerable here, what is it that I would like to actually express? That I'm scared I'll get hurt, that I'm feeling insecure, that I hate it when you do this. It makes me feel shit about myself. Say that. Allow yourself to express how you truly feel instead of trying to put up a brave front and a, like, oh, I don't care. You can't affect me. Okay? And gratitude. Every morning you can get up and write 3 things you are grateful for about you. Start with giving yourself gratitude. And one of the best things to do when you think, you're when you're having one of those bad days, just say, Universe, show me what's right about me. Okay, so there was a time when I was feeling, ouch. Okay, somebody says that she gets to hear from her parents that she's very short and that hurts her. Well, they will feel the way they feel, and you can't change how they feel about you. But how you feel about being that short is what you need to really work on. Like, can you change your height right now? I can't. I'm 5'2". I can't. So if you really can't change that, the only thing you can do is be an allowance of it. Look at all the short people who are awesome. Okay? And say if they can be okay with being that short, I can too. It's fine. Yeah. Validation and seeking validation. Okay, so what is validation? Just hold on. Okay, so validation is when you are thinking that you're right or wrong and you're wishing another person agrees with you. Like, I'm trying to believe that I'm quite a good speaker and I would really like you all to validate me. No, doesn't work. Because when you are asking for somebody else to validate you, you are making them the source of that acknowledgement, the appreciation. But when you acknowledge it in you, so when you trust you, when you are an allowance of you, when you're being grateful for you, that's when you won't have the need for validation. So everything that you're seeking validation for from an external person, write that down. And then you tell yourself, like, I think you're amazing at this. You're amazing at this. You're good enough. You're perfect. You look awesome. You're tall enough. You are perfect. Okay? And that's right now, because we're running out of time, I'm just making this short. But that's how you validate you. Actually, we don't call it you validate you. You acknowledge you. And when you acknowledge you, you won't seek validation from somebody else. Okay? Cool. Any questions so far? Otherwise, I'm done. Actually, I don't think we have time for questions. So sorry, I take that back. So back to Soumya and Prableen. Yes, I'm done. Thank you so much for listening. I love you all.
That was so insightful, ma'am. Thank you so much for sharing such motivating words with us. Thank you so much. All right. Now, I would like to invite our guest artist for the event, Astha Diwan. For Astha, music has always been her source to express her emotions and feelings. Music to her is equivalent to meditation, and her audience gets a divine experience and a treat to their ears. When she was a kid, she would hum along with songs and learn the lyrics like holy scriptures. So let's sway along with her magnificent voice.
Wow, thank you so much for this lovely introduction. So, hi everybody. And so I've chosen a few songs, like two of them, and they pretty much go with the theme. And I love them, absolutely love them. And I hope you guys like it too. So, this first song, it's one of my absolute favorites, and it's called Kinare by Amit Trivedi. And in times when you feel lost and hopeless, this is the kind of song that assures you that you are enough, you're strong enough, and that you're going to find your way. So I hope you guys like this. ढूंढे हर एक सांस में डुबकियों के बाग में हर भंवर के पास किनारे बह रहे जो साथ में जो हमारे खास थे कर गए अपनी बात किनारे। गर माझी सारे साथ में गैर हो भी जाए तो खुद ही तो पथवार बन पार होंगे हम। गर छोटी सी हर एक लहर सागर बन भी जाए कोई तिनका लेके हाथ में ढूंढ लेंगे हम किनारे किनारे किनारे। खुद ही तो है हम किनारे कैसे होंगे कम किनारे है जहाँ है हम किनारे खुद ही तो है हम। हाँ खुद ही तो है हम। औरों से क्या खुद ही से पूछ लेंगे राहें यही कहीं मौजों में ही ढूंढ लेंगे हम। बूंदों से ही तो है वहीं बांध लेंगे लहरें पैरों तले जो भी मिले ढूंढ लेंगे हम किनारे 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 ढूंढ लेंगे हम। So we're all on a journey, right? And which is quite different in its own way. It's a special one because it's ours. And this song, this next song, reminds you to embrace this journey, the flaws that it may have, the highs and the lows, because it's your journey and you should live it the way you want it. And thus, this favorite line, which starts, धीरे चलना है मुश्किल तो जल्दी ही सही ख्वाबों के किनारों में बहाने ही सही हम चले बहारों में गुनगुनाती राहों में धड़कने भी तेज है अब क्या करें वक्त है तो जीने दे दर्द है तो सीने दे ख्वाहिशें अनजान है अब क्या करें शब्दों के किनारों में लिखी है दास्तां यादों के लिफाफों में छुपा है रास्ता हम चले बहारों में गुनगुनाती राहों में धड़कने भी तेज है अब क्या करें हो वक्त है तो जीने दे दर्द है तो सीने दे ख्वाहिशें अनजान है अब क्या करें धीरे चलना है मुश्किल तो जल्दी ही सही ख्वाबों के किनारों में बहाने ही सही। Thank you.
That was very melodious. Thank you so much, Astha, for sparing your time and making this event even more delightful. Thank you so much. So, if anyone wants to share their experience they had throughout the journey, they are most welcome. Anyone who'd like to come forward?
Yeah, I would like to say something.
Yeah, sure.
It's kind of amazing how universe sends the things to you when you need them. I never knew anything about Team Sukoon or anything. One of our friends, Kanika, shared a post on Instagram like all this. So I didn't even think much of what it is, or should I fill the form or anything. I just did it. Like it was like art and Sukoon. I was like, fine, I need this right now. I'll do this. So it's kind of very extempore to get things like this when you never expect them to. And the thing is, how these sessions have helped me a lot. It's not like you don't feel the bad things anymore. It's like you know how to get over them, or how to not get bothered by them. Like I used to be really, really like I was all the time I was kind of anxious and stressed, and all the time I was irritated. It kind of controlled me. But what I think now is like all the sessions I've attended, everything, it's like they don't control me. It's not like I am completely different person, but I know how to cope up with them, or what's right to do at the point of time. So I would really, really like to thank everyone, Prablini, everyone, whole team Sukoon, Janki ma'am. Everyone is so amazing. All the people with us in this group are so amazing. Like there's no way you can feel low when you have these kind of people with you. And this is such a blessing to have people like this with you. And I'm really, really grateful that I found Sukoon and everyone. Like, I'm so grateful for everyone. Like, I thank the universe for sending this to me. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabjot. Anyone else who would like to come forward? All right. So we have gathered all the memories we made in the past 2 months and tried our best to put them in a video. So let's have a glimpse of it. Astha, could you please play the video?
Yeah, okay, I'll just start. So if the audio is not clear, just let me know, okay, once.
All right.
Can the host please allow screen sharing?
Yeah, Astha, you were the host now.
I think Astha Diwan is the host.
All right, I'll just tell her 1 minute. Astha, you are the host now.
After the audio is
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
You can unmute yourself from the Zoom meeting and then play. Please wait for 2 minutes. The video.
Should I start now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
सोच की बाहों में अब है ये जिंदगी, किरणें हैं सांसों में, बातों में रोशनी। सूरज की बाहों में अब है ये जिंदगी, किरणें हैं सांसों में, बातों में रोशनी। जो की पगली दिल की ताल है, and I'm going to go. Everybody can आया एक ख्याल है, बातें हमें जिंदगी एक बार, क्यों न करे कोई हमें इसका प्यार, जाने किसका है हमें इंतजार की जिंदगी।
Thank you so much, Astha. Now, I would like to invite Ruchi
Soumya?
ma'am, our teacher in charge, to say the word of thanks.
Hello everyone. First of all, I would like to thank Janki ma'am for another wonderful and insightful session. Thank you so much, ma'am, for gracing the closing ceremony of Peaceful Weekend series, where the students I can see have enjoyed a lot and learned much in these sessions. And the sessions were like dealing with expectations, overcoming fear, exploring inner peace, healing through music. So such sessions, I think, must have helped them a lot in learning how simply you can choose to be happy and be less judgmental and enjoy yourself. So what is more important is just to enjoy yourself and be happy. And I would like to add something, a small piece of शायरी here. खुश हूं मैं कि अभी तक खुद के पास हूं, टूट कर भी चलता हूं, रहता अपने साथ हूं, मुझे आता नहीं है सच को छिपाए रखना, जैसा नहीं हूं मैं वैसा खुद को बनाए रखना. So I think love yourself just the way you are. Enjoy yourself and just be happy. Thank you, dear students, for organizing such event. Thank you, Team Sukoon and Janki ma'am once again for such a beautiful session. And we love to hear you always. Thank you, students. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your kind words. Now, I would like to invite Yashika ma'am to say a few words.
I think there is some network issue from ma'am's side. We can move ahead.
All right. So now I would like to invite the president of Rotaract Club of SD College, Rotaractor Nipun Sharma, to say a few words.
So, good afternoon, everybody. I was primarily supposed to share a thank you on behalf of my entire team, but I'll just put that to a later end. So, I was just having a word with my team a couple of days ago about this entire series and how it all took place. And we just, pinpointed on this fact that this is one event where, when people join in, they stay till the end. If I see 90 people joining, I'll see 90 people before the meeting ends, which is a milestone. We do sessions and webinars and seminars and whatnot every now and then. I have never seen the audience stay. So I think that the audience staying till the end, it is a testimony enough that how wonderful this event is, how grateful we are for these series, and how much it makes sense. And having said so, this audience that we have right here, the youth primarily, people who actually don't believe in all of these things. Like if somebody comes and tells me, it's all right, don't judge yourself, things are going to be okay, I'll be like, shut up, I don't need your validation, I am going through it, you don't know how difficult my life is. For that matter, you don't know the situation I'm in. But when you put cause and effect to that, that being said, or when you give us a reason that, okay, if I'm telling you it's all right, this is the reason behind it, we listen to you and we'll actually keep it with us. We are going to take that forward with us. So that is, I think, one thing about ma'am that has truly made each and every person relate to her, somehow be very attached to her, that she's always given us reasons for something. She'll tell us something and then she'll give us a great wonderful story behind it, which will always make me relate that, okay, if this is what she's saying, so we have a reason for it, so I can also apply it to myself. So I think it has been one of the events which has been really close to me and I think my entire team. More than being grateful, we are actually blessed to have had the opportunity get all of these insights from somebody so learned in such a position in life, and somebody to share their first-hand experiences. And I think the thank you would fall short to express how happy we are to be a part of this event. So Janki ma'am, all of the participants, Prableen especially, the entire Sukoon team who've put in day in and day out to make this event a success. Thank you so much. And I think this is something I would definitely want to take forward with my club for years to come. I think I would love to make this a ritual to have such kinds of sessions. So thank you, ma'am, so much. This won't suffice how we all feel about it. But even then, thank you so much. Thank you, Isha. Thank you, Asta. As always, you were really amazing. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Nipundi. With this, we officially end our Peaceful Weekend series. We hope all of you enjoyed the whole process of healing through art. We will miss each and every one of you. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
I just need to say something. Everybody right now is feeling like a little emotional and like something is being taken away from us, something is ending. I don't like this. Oh my God. Okay, yes. So here's one last thing I want to share with you, right? Whenever you feel something is ending, something is changing, use this tool, and I promise you, you see the magic of it, okay? Ask, okay, this 2-month program or 8 weeks program with Sukoon is coming to an end. Now, what else is possible? When you ask this question, what else is possible, your mind immediately has to focus on the possibilities that are now open to you. You will not dwell on, feeling sad, like, yes, of course, we're going to miss each other. But wait, let me also clarify, we're not going anywhere. We're right here. Okay, this 2-month program has ended, but I'm sure the team Sukoon is so awesome. They will think of some way to keep us interacting and engaged. So trust them, but also ask what else is possible? How can I have more of this kind of experience in my life? What else is possible? That's it. Okay, don't worry about what's ending, what's been, but now what can I create from here? Cool? Promise me you all will ask what else is possible. And even Arjun is asking, what else is possible? Okay, thank you. Bye.
All right. Once again, we thank you so much, ma'am, and everyone out here for taking out time for yourself and participating in our series. Thank you so much.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Just before we all leave, I think you can see me. So bas, thank you for tolerating me this past few weeks. Bas, यही कहना था. Thank you. And
All
this
right,
was
thank
awesome.
you so much, Suresh. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining in, everybody. Bye bye.